Oh my. Okay, cool. Hey guys, Amber Burns Black here, and I am going to be making. Hold on. I am going to be figuring out my camera. I am going to be making breakfast tacos today. And to give you guys a hint, I have completely given up on trying to keep a schedule because this summer is proving to be more chaotic than even I imagined. So, I got really excited and I started before I was ready. So, give me like 2 seconds. All right. Get some tunes up in here. How's that sound? So, like I said, I have completely given up on trying to maintain a schedule for the summer. So, to be honest, I'm going to be live streaming. Oops. Whenever I get a chance. There we go. Yeah, get some good tunes going. Nothing wrong with that, right? So the first thing I have is I have a pound of mild sausage that I'm going to be using for my breakfast tacos. I'm going to go ahead and start the burner. Throw a little bit of butter on it, but you don't want to get it like too greasy because it's sausage. It's going to already be greasy. This is not the spatula I really want to use, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. So just some butter so it doesn't stick. And to be honest, I got it on high because I want to get it going. Next, I'm gonna add my sausage. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break that down some. So if you haven't already, and I love and appreciate you guys for signing on. Give me a sec. I'm not liking my phone today. And if you see right about, where is it? Yeah, it's like over here where my face is. You can see like it looks like a smudge, but my lens is actually cracked. And to be honest, I am a little surprised that this picture is going this good. So this is sausage, but really you can use any kind of ground meat you want or veggie protein. And I'm just hyper. I haven't done this in over a week. I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little crazy today. Live again. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss a live stream. Because usually I am doing this on Fridays, but today is a Saturday and my summer has been chaotic. Yes. So, like, I couldn't stream Tuesday because I had a situation going. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so you can hear me. Oh, I have some taco seasoning that I'm going to be throwing on my sausage because remember I'm making breakfast tacos. And I don't really measure, just, however much you want to add. I added about that much. Like, cover my meat, basically. Because I definitely want it taco flavored. So, like, Tuesday, I had, like, the horrible issue of just timing and money, and it didn't work out. So, if you guys like what I do, and I sincerely mean if you enjoy what I do, please subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the closer I get to monetization. If you are able, I would love to have you guys support me. My link is in the description. My PayPal is also Ember Burns Black. And the first thing I am going to be doing with your donations is replacing my phone. So I love and appreciate you guys so much. And then yesterday it was another day, like just a bad day. Things went sideways and it sucked. So I already got this sticking to the bottom. I didn't add enough butter, but that's okay. Yeah, I really did not add enough butter. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of butter. Actually, Yeah, I'm going to add just a little bit more butter. And again, I don't want it too buttery because I am going to be draining out the fat. So, get that in there so it stops sticking to the bottom. Which, I'm kind of lucky that it's just the, looks like the seasoning, not so much the sausage is sticking. That's looking really nice. So while I have that going, I'm going to actually take some eggs. Move my butter over. I have 3 eggs here, and I was actually going to use 4, but I only have 3, so whoa, you cannot see what I'm doing. And oh hey, there's the control thing. So I have 3 eggs here, and I'm going to just, stir these up and add some seasoning. Now usually when I make my eggs, I like to add pepper and paprika and some parsley, but since I'm doing breakfast tacos, I'm actually going to be mixing the eggs in with my sausage. Give me a sec. Let me get a paper towel. So I'm going to add, once again, the taco seasoning. And you can add whatever you want. This is just, my own thing. And I've, added it like that. It's going to be good. And, what makes eggs fluffy? Butter and milk. So I forgot to pull out my milk. I'm going to add some butter. And I'm going to add some milk. Now I also have cheese. I could add cheese to it, but I'm not going to because I don't really want to add the cheese yet. I'm going to add my cheese when I get to the taco making stage. Brand new milk. And I'm pouring, I don't know, maybe like a half a cup in. So here's my milk and egg mixture. I'm going to need to stir that real quick. It's getting hot fast. I want to really make sure that my sausage is cooked before I add the eggs. And that is kind of a gamble because sausage can be tricky, and I've already seasoned it with just throwing off the color. So now that I got that cooking, like here's a raw piece here. Just gotta be careful with it. It'll turn out fine. So this is kind of easy peasy meal. You can do this for brunch, you can do this for dinner like I'm doing, or breakfast. So I'm actually stirring up my eggs, milk, butter, and seasoning, which the butter is not really melting. It's kind of a clump, but that's okay. So I got it like that. The only thing that's kind of like sticking together is the butter. This is cooking really nicely, if you can see it. Or is that in the blur spot? Where is the blur spot? I think the blur spot's over here, so it's not really affecting anything. Thank God. Because when I saw that crack across my lens, I was like, oh no. So I'm going to actually, yeah, this is getting really juicy. Excuse me for one moment. I'm going to grab another bowl. And a mug. So what I'm going to do is I'm pull the meat out of the pan and then drain the fat into the mug. And this takes some practice. You gotta be careful with the fat because it is combustible. So I'm just gonna take this, and it's not perfect. There are better ways to do this. This is just how I do it. Transfer that quick. And then you see all the liquid in there. That's what I actually want to drain. So I'm going to make a mess of my counter. And then I'm going to put my mug here. And actually grab a little bit more of that. There we go. Yeah, grab a little bit more of that. And a little bit more, and a little bit more. And I'm going to drain that fat right there. Actually, that's enough I can hold back with the spatula. Okay. Get that nice and good. Make sure there's no drips under it. Like a little drip might cause like a little poof, but you don't want it like full on combustion. Can you see? Yeah, you can see where I have everything. So now that I got that, and see even more of the fat transferred to the bowl, which got out of my pan, I'm actually going to take kind of like a bigger chunk real quick and make sure that it is cooked. So I'm going to dissect it with a fork. Give me a second. Make sure it's not pink. And it is brown, so we're good. Oh, now it tastes good. That tastes like taco sausage. Like, as strange as that sounds, it's like taco flavored sausage. Perfect. Which even more fat has decided to drain out of it. Good grief. So I'm going to actually surprisingly do this again, because I wasn't expecting all that grease to pop up again. But hey, it's sausage, that's what happens, right? And you gotta be careful with it, because sausage can burn hotter than most other protein. So I'm gonna do this again real quick, because apparently it was not good enough the first time. So push that over, grab my mug, get my fat out. If you don't want to do this, you know, you don't have to do this part. It does add flavor, but it also makes you poop. So there's kind of like, you know, give or take what you want to do. So dump that back in, and this time I'm not gonna play with it. I'm going to add my eggs, and I'm going to coagulate. So you see the butter has managed to break up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump that in. And now that I have it where I want it, I'm going to let it sit for like just 1 minute while I clean up my counter that I have made. Now this, you don't want it down the drain. I'm going to actually let it cool and put it in the trash, because that will fatberg up your drain. So let me get some plates. Real quick. And my tortillas. Actually, I'm going to need another bowl. Give me a quick second. I should probably grab that before. I did not prepare well for this, did I? Like I said, super excited just to go live. I lose my mind. So what I'm doing is I can just push the eggs around and they will cook. And there's still a little grease there, but you know what? It's better than what it would be if I didn't drain. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the eggs around lightly so they coagulate in with the sausage. And this is, oh my god, delicious. It smells like a breakfast taco. So you can see the eggs are coagulating in with my sausage. And to be honest, I don't like the color, so I'm going to add just a little bit more taco seasoning. There we go. Stir that in. Now, I really wanted to grab my spatula with the holes in it, because I think I would have gotten a little better, but what's done is done. Because sometimes you just want the air to get into your dish. way, those of you who do not know, I have goals. There's goals I want to do and I want to get to, but like I said, I need help before that can happen. This is starting to turn out really, really nice. I like how it's turned into kind of like this breakfast, just smush. Now you can add peppers or onions or anything you want to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that go for another minute. Is I have shredded cheese, which I could have gotten Mexican, but I have Italian on hand. So I got to use that Italian up. So I got cheese, I got sour cream, and I got some salsa that I'm going to put on these, and they are going to be fabulous. So let that go for a while. Yeah, that's good. See, it's already sticking to the bottom, and that's where I don't want it. So I'm going to use this bowl to get it off the heat. I'm going to turn my burner off. Actually, move this completely off the stove. That is a hot burner. And just scrape this all into my bowl and make a mess, which is everything I've been doing today, is make a mess of my kitchen. Okay. So here is my breakfast taco meat, nicely in the bowl. Stay there. Stay. Okay, got my taco meat. Really? Ooh, hot taco meat. Oh, try it. Oh, perfect. That is perfect. If you have never tried eggs and salsa, you have no idea what you're missing. So I'm going to take 2 tortillas and I'm going to fold them like this. And then I'm going to take my sour cream and a spoon and I'm going to put my sour cream on my tortillas. Make sure I stir it nicely. Okay. This is so easy. It's not a lot of cooking, just cooking meat and eggs basically. With some seasoning, and it's going to be delicious. And this is perfect for brunch. But I like dinner time, so breakfast tacos for dinner. If you haven't already, please, please, please make sure you slam that subscribe button. Tell your friends what I'm doing if you want to share these videos. Again, it always helps me. I try also to do food videos on my TikTok, which is also Amber Burns Black. If you wish to support me even further, my PayPal is also Amber Burns Black. All the links are in the description. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a slotted spoon because I kind of want to get any grease out. And I'm going to just, put some meat on my tacos. That's good. And then the other one, make some thick tacos. Which if you want, if you remember last video, you can also grill these in the frying pan and you can make some nice quesadillas as well. So yeah, my links are in the description. If you can please support me, I can grow, I can bring you better videos and not go on hiatus, which is what happened Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add some salsa. And you can add some like taco sauce or some pico de gallo or like anything you want to these. Just like a regular taco. It's your creation. So I got my salsa there. And remember, I got 2 tacos going here. And I just lost a hoop earring. How did I do that? Hold on. What? That was weird. So. And now I'm going to add shredded cheese. Usually I'd use Mexican or taco cheese or Fiesta blend. But I have the Italian on hand.
You making tacos?
Yes, I'm making tacos.
Okay.
So I got that on that. And you can like press them down. And you can fold them however you want. And that's the beauty of tacos. They are perfect no matter what you do. So. Now that I got that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a bite of my first one. And again, you can fold these, roll these, whatever. I usually try to fold in the bottom and then around like this to try to save some moisture. But if that's not, I just punched a hole in the bottom of my burrito. If that's not doable, you can always open your second one and eat the first one over it. So let me take a bite. Very messy, but also very good. Anyway, I will see you soon. Stay gorgeous. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.